Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. It's about 1 o'clock, 12:47 exactly, and I'm sharing some work that's been sent to me by some children from Year 4, all about rainforests. So we start. I'm just going to read a skim read through them and pick out the bits that I think are really very good, because you've mentioned some of the things that I talked about in the video that I think I put online on Monday. So starting with Florence in Year 4. Hello, Florence. Good to hear from you. So let's see what she's got. So she's got the rainforest is a forest where it rains every day and it's very hot. So she's got high rainfall and high temperatures. Very good. It's an important ecosystem full of organisms. So two of the technical words that we use, brackets, living things, great way of explaining the word organisms. And look at that, rich in biodiversity. Brilliant phrase you've used, Florence, and using the word biodiversity. I don't think I used that word, did I? So excellent, well done. If you were in school, I would give you a team point for that. Rainforests can be found in parts of the world where there are high temperatures, and rainfall can be found in countries near to the equator. So well remembered, you use the equator because that's where they're found. And you've got the Amazon, I can see, Congo, Central America, and Madagascar. And then you found out even more information that I didn't share, which is that you can find smaller rainforests in Australia and Asia. And you've mentioned the word tropical, which we talked about, didn't we, on Monday? I didn't know that. It's a lovely fact that you've added, Florence. Rainforests do not have any seasons, as the weather is the same all year round. So far, this is brilliant. You've added more information. 4 layers. You've got the understory, forest floor, canopy, and emergence. So you've covered all those things. Let's have a look at your descriptions of the 4 layers. So the forest floor at the bottom, reptiles, large mammals, and insects. Very good. Indigenous people. Excellent use of technical language as well, Florence. Indigenous people. Brilliant. So you're talking about reptiles and bats in the understory, which I didn't mention bats, did I? So that's another excellent piece of research you've done. The upper canopy, birds, insects, reptiles, and orangutans, good. And then the top layer is the emergent layer, 200 feet off the ground, which is incredible height. And then let's have a look at your conclusion, which mine wasn't great conclusion. But you've put rainforests are very important, but the animals and their habitat are under threat by humans due to something called deforestation. Very good. That is absolutely brilliant, Florence. I would give you at least 1 team point if you're in school. It's really clear. It's a really well-written introduction, well organized into paragraphs, and you have done some extra research. So that's a fabulous piece of work. Well done. So now we're looking at Toby's from Year 4. Thank you, Toby. And look at you, you've written yours, which is good because it means that you're practicing your handwriting, and I can see straight away that your handwriting is joined up, which is what we try and learn in school, isn't it? So very pleased that you've managed to join your handwriting. So we've only got a little excerpt of yours here. So you've got that they're ecosystems, very good. 4 zones you've mentioned, and you've mentioned the warmth and high rainfall. You're mentioning the different organisms there, so animals and plant life. And these are living organisms. Very good. You've used that word that we encourage you to use in the video. You're mentioning where they are: the Amazon River Basin, the Congo River Basin, Southeast Asia. And you've also done some research because you've got Central America, Madagascar, Australia, and nearby islands. Then you go down to describe your layers. Emergent layer, very good. The canopy, and you've described the animals and why they live in those places. Excellent, Toby. That would be worth a team point as well. That's a great piece of handwriting and a great written report. Now, this is my old friend Sienna. Hi, Sienna. Mum's sent this. Hope you and Seth are doing okay. Rainforests are found in certain places around the world. Rainforests are large areas of trees. Ecosystem, very good. High temperature and rainfall, you've got that, very good. The equator you've mentioned because of the tropical conditions, very good. And you've mentioned where they are, Amazon and in South America. Now, here's a fact that I didn't know. The Amazon rainforest is 22 times the size of the United Kingdom. Yeah, so it's a huge. I read a fact that it said if it was a country, it would be the 9th biggest country in the world in terms of area. Then you've got your 4 layers: emergent, canopy. Layer under the canopy is called the understory, and you've got the forest floor. And then your conclusion is very well constructed. It's very good. It's often called the lungs of the planet because they produce oxygen. The rainforest also stabilizes the Earth's climate and house an amazing amount of plants and wildlife. That's beautifully presented, great use of IT, lovely banner at the top and the bottom because you can clearly see that there are animals there that you find in a rainforest. Looks like some kind of orangutan or ape, and some frogs and some birds. Brilliant, brilliant work. Excellent, thank you. That would be worth a team point as well. So look at the next one. AJ Williams. Right, so we've got I've just screen printed his, so I'm going to have to pull that one in because there's a lot of really well thought out illustrations and pictures taken from the internet. Beautiful. Look at that first one. That waterfall looks beautiful, doesn't it? A rainforest can be described as a tall, dense jungle. High amount of rainfall, very good. Hot and humid, excellent. And you've used the word climate, which is a nice scientific term or geographical term. Where can you find rainforests? Near the equator because of the rainfall and the humidity. Very good. The rainforest has 4 main layers: the floor, the understory, canopy, and emergent layer. And there's a lovely little picture there that also explains those 4 layers of the forest. Now, what organisms live in a rainforest? If you've used that term, that's very good as well. The only living animals you can be sure to see are the millions of insects creeping and crawling around in every layer of the rainforest. So animals and insects. Don't forget they're different things, animals and insects. And then scientists estimate there are more than 50 million different species of invertebrates living in the rainforest. That is an incredible fact. That's beautifully presented, AJ, and that would also be worth a team point because it's great use of IT, and you've covered most of the facts that I covered in my video, so well done. And finally, last one today is by Danny Cunnington, and this is his rainforest report. Again, I've screen printed his because he's obviously a really good IT technician here because he's put together a lovely document on Word, I think he used, with some great images from the internet. So his introduction: what is a rainforest? Lots of trees, shrubs and other plants, gets lots of rain. Don't forget the heat. Rainforest, one of the most biodiverse ecosystems. What a brilliant phrase, Danny. Excellent. Where can you find them? Tropical rainforest next to the equator, which is hot. Good. You've got Brazil, the Congo, Indonesia, Peru, and Colombia. And you've listed a whole long list of countries there where you might find tropical rainforests. The different layers you're starting to talk about in the next paragraph: emergent, canopy, the understory, and you've got the forest floor. Only 2, and there's another fact: only 2% of the sunlight gets through to the forest floor. Don't forget, when we use the internet, we have to try and check those facts. But that is an amazing fact, Danny. Thank you very much. And underneath, you've included a handy list of the kinds of organisms that you might find at each layer. Very, very good research. And then your conclusion: let's have a little scan of that. It took millions of years for the rainforest to develop. And there's a terrifying fact here you've discovered, that you're saying that in 100 years, some people believe that there will be no rainforest because of deforestation. And there's a little explanation as to why people think using the trees in the rainforest is beneficial, because they use the wood for other things. And then you've got reasons why the rainforest shouldn't be chopped down because of the impact it would have on the climate and the geography. Oh gosh, Danny, that would be easily worth a team point if you'd done that in lessons. So, to all of you, thank you very, very much, and thank you to mums and dads for sending those to me. I hope that brief little feedback made sense and made it worthwhile. Very proud of you all for watching the film, and really proud of the fact that you've been inspired to do some really good writing. The reports, all of them, are really clear reports, which ticks a huge box. So it tells me you can write reports really well. And the other big box it ticks is that you've learned some facts, or you know some facts about the rainforest. So well done. Thank you very much.